And Captain Jeff Eddy joins us from the Salvation Army. Captain, it's great to see you again. And I know you've got some real exciting news when it comes to the virtual Kettle campaign. Someone has come forward and done a huge match. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, they've offered up to $100,000 for a match on especially the virtual kettles. I think they may let us do some physical kettles too, but they were trying to help us to really get the virtual going, and it's something that anybody can be involved with.
Wow, that's a great time of year to have that happen, because when you can double your donation, and especially with as tough as 2020 has been for so many people, it can really go a long way for helping things out of the Salvation Army here in Springfield.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got a lot going on. 2020 has been a rough year. We've still got a lot of cleaning up to do from that, just the rent that's behind and the, electric payments that are behind and things like that. We're trying hard to keep people in their houses and make us all successful in 2021.
How has the pandemic done for the Salvation Army in terms of people needing help? Has it been a real huge increase or just a little one?
It's been a huge increase, but I think even more shocking than that, what I wouldn't have expected are the number of people that we've never seen before. A lot of, in this business, there's a lot of them that you develop relationships with. You see them, every couple of years or whatever. But this is the people that are calling and saying, I don't even know where to start. I've never done this before. And so to me, that's shocking. And it reminds me that, we're all, it's something that any one of us could end up in one of these places and need help. So, it's been a learning experience from this pandemic for sure.
I know from my past experience, and I think everybody still has the Great Recession of 2008 fresh in their minds as far as that goes. I think that people would really be surprised that it turns out that these people you're helping for the first time will end up being your biggest donors down the road, because they seem to remember when they get the help, in that situation, they seem to step forward.
Absolutely. And that's something kind of neat about Christmas. When people help ring bells and stuff, you hear those stories. And it's neat to hear because, it's often you kept us in our house. You gave us a place to live. It's daily. When I go out dressed in my Salvation Army stuff, I hear those stories every day. And so it's just really neat. And often that is at the Kettle. And I believe that a lot of the money, the $5 and the $10 that we get from people are often people that we have helped in the past. And it's neat. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say, go ahead, finish up, please. Sorry.
No, I just, it's neat when you know the history of the Salvation Army here in Springfield, and you talk to people. We've been here 136 years, and the impact that we've made over that time it's really cool. There's been a lot of people before me and before these employees that we have here now and the volunteers that have really done great things for Springfield. So it's really exciting to be part of all of this.
Captain, let's get to obviously people are donating and doing a good job with that, but let's talk about the Bellringers, because I know that's been a little tough this year. And like you said earlier in our radio interview, it really is a little bit of braveness to be a Bellringer this year, but nonetheless, many are needed. So tell everybody how they can volunteer as a Bellringer.
Sure. If you want to volunteer as a physical bell ringer, it's registertoring.org. If you just go into registertoring.org, you search by Springfield, it'll show you all the locations that we have available and when, and you can click on there. It'll send you reminders. It'll even let you know afterwards, once the money's went to the bank and everything, how much you had in your kettle. So it's a fun way to do it for sure. And you get to hear those stories.
Yeah, that's the best part of it. I mean, people will come up and talk to you and do the stories and stuff, and it's really is kind of neat when you're talking about that. Let's talk a little bit about that brand new center that's been slowly getting great. I mean, you're just about ready. As a matter of fact, I believe it is complete on the Clear Lake core. It's a beautiful building, and tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. It's a really neat place, and it's going to be a great resource to our community. We're figuring out right now how to use it as that resource, even with the pandemic. But I really look forward to the day that we can get, masses in here again and have things going on. We've got a medical clinic we're working on with SIU Medicine. Veteran Services is in the building. We have a classroom hallway with a computer lab, and actually Horace Mann is going to set us up with the Chromebooks and stuff that we can do learning in there. That's something that just came through the other day. But we got the classrooms. We've got a big community room. We've got all of our Pathway of Hope, our social service offices, things like that are on the first floor. And then the second floor, a lot of people have known this building for its gym in the past. It's still there. It's beautiful. We've got the 2 big basketball courts and a big lobby and a workout room and locker rooms up there. So we can still exist as this gym that everybody likes. So it's exciting. There's a lot of things that'll be happening. We're looking for kids programs, after school, day camp, senior programs. That's going to start again as soon as we can get this going, to kind of follow up with all the senior dinners that we've been doing for the last 65 years. So we've got, and there's a really nice art room. So there's a lot of the huge potential here. So I can't wait to see what this looks like when we can really start letting people back in the building and having big events here.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, because obviously the history of the building being Gold's Gym, it was built as that. Is that unusual for a Salvation Army Corps to have a basketball court? I mean, you think about those things at the YMCA or the Boys and Girls Club. You don't really think about it at the Salvation Army. Are you guys unique in that, or are there other corps that have those?
Sure. We're sort of unique. Actually, just about every corps has a basketball gym of some kind. What's unique about this one is we have like 2 basketball gyms, or maybe even 4 if you look at it that way. Like, it's just a massive room. And so that does set us apart. And what I really, really like about it, that they don't have it in any of the other Salvation Armies, is that there's often a stigma about the Salvation Army. You only go there if you need rent help or food or whatever, but that's not the case here. And I love it because this is a popular gym. Everybody comes in this building. The whole community comes in this building. And so we have a whole different way that we can reach people and find the need. It's not just the people that are willing to come in the building. Now we've got all these people who could, often it's the working poor that miss out, the people that don't know where to go or don't know how to go about it or wouldn't, anything. And so that's what I'm really excited about, is just the culture of the building and people being comfortable with coming in here no matter what.
I think a lot of people would be interested in that too, because I think a lot of people don't realize that the Corps is actually a church. I mean, you guys have services. You help the salvation, of the soul, not only just of the physical needs that they have, but also the soul too, with the Jesus Christ. And you guys put that together. I think a lot of people would be surprised about that, and what you guys are doing, where it's almost like a one-stop shop for doing good.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's the whole mission is to make the world a better place. And you're right about the church thing. That is who we are. And that's what motivates us for what we do. Some people think of it the wrong way and think it has something to do with a requirement. It's not that. It really is just the motivation behind what we do. We want to make the world a better place. We want to make our community a better place. We want to make each individual a better individual.
Captain, one more time, tell people how they can volunteer for ringing bells or to get to that the virtual kettle on the Salvation Army's website.
Yeah, thanks. Registertoring.org is your physical kettle. Registertoring.org. You can go in there, find Springfield, and sign up for a time and a place. If you want to start a virtual kettle, this is a lot of fun with your family. It can be departments at work, and we can actually do this even after Christmas if we don't make our goals. So go ahead and sign up. It's not too late. And that is salarmy.us. So salarmy.us/Springfield Kettle. And all lowercase. You can go on there. It's an easy setup. You join the team, set it up, and you can set a goal and you send it out to your friends. You post it on your social media, whatever. If you send it to a friend in California and the friend donates to it, you get credit for it, but that money goes to California. So it's all, which is good for us, because if somebody in California sends a link to one of our friends, the money goes here. So so it's just a great way to get involved without even leaving your living room.
Yeah, terrific stuff in there. Of course, more people in California anyway, so we want them to send it our way. There you go.
I would like to have that money, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Captain, listen, thank you so much for all of your time, and thanks for all the good that you guys do here.